whole life.
Back on Ems TV here on BradentonMarauders.com, we are joined by last year's Marauder catcher in Eric Fryer, or I should say one of many catchers from last year. You became pretty much the primary guy down the stretch after a slew of injuries, including one to you. So kind of recap how 2010 went for you, just with all the crazy twists and turns, and then the way you ended it off really well.
Oh, well, it was definitely an interesting season. Started out kind of slow last year, especially in April. Picked up a little bit in May. Felt like I was hitting my stride in June, and I went down with an ankle injury at first. Rehabbed that for a couple weeks through the All-Star break. Came back maybe about a week in. I got hit in the face, and I felt like I was playing pretty well when I came back too. Got hit in the face, so I was out for another 3 weeks after that. Came back for a couple more days. Then my wife we had our baby, so I flew home for a couple days. Came back, and I actually started playing pretty well down the stretch. Last couple games kind of struggled a little bit, but overall I felt it was a pretty successful year. Helped us make the push to the playoffs, so it was a good year.
So all that included, hitting 300 sounds pretty good when you look back in retrospect. And you look good too. The seams are gone from your cheek.
Yeah, the seams are all gone. I still got a little tingling, a little bit of a numbness in my couple of my teeth still, but overall feel pretty good. Got pretty lucky.
How was the stride forward for you last year? I mean, did it feel like last year was kind of a breakthrough season for you?
I don't know.
In some respects?
Some respects, I guess you could say so. I mean, I bounced back from, I had not really a great year when I was bouncing between the Yankees and the Pirates. But 2 years ago, I felt like I hit pretty well. I always kind of expect myself to do that well. I mean, maybe I put a little too much pressure on myself, but last year I was relaxed, had a good time with the teammates, and it really showed through on the field.
Do you feel like you have a home now? You're in your third organization, and you get your second full season here with the Pirates. How's it feel just in terms of continuity, in terms of same coaches, same people around you, things like that?
Well, I was joking around with some people back home that I actually get to do 2 spring trainings with one team, so I'm pretty excited about that right now. I do feel like I'm home because I actually have a position now where the Brewers and the Yankees both, I was kind of bouncing between 2 different positions. So right now, the Pirates really like me behind the plate for the time being. Maybe I'll get bounced around. Maybe the versatility will help me down the road. But right now, I do really like the organization and happy to be here.
Just to say, how is catching at this point in terms of all the things that go into that developmentally, from calling games to blocking balls, and being able to focus on that for 1 year? Do you feel confident enough going forward, or confident in the strides you made this past year?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think catching is where I felt most comfortable anyway. Outfield was always new to me. I was just kind of out there, I guess, not really filling a position, but doing the best that I could out there because I wasn't natural out there. Catching's what I like to do. It's where I'm most natural. So I always felt like maybe where other people thought I was behind the game, I always thought that, well, I wasn't that far behind because I've played it my whole life, and that's where I want to be. So hopefully it just continues to progress.
Talk to me about what you're doing here now too. You're up here for a week or a couple weeks for mini camp, just kind of gearing up for spring training. What's this setting like for you guys? Because a lot of people look at baseball teams as, the 25-man Marauders and the 25-man Altoona Curve and the Pirates roster, but you guys all come together. You're one family. You're one group of guys. Is that a neat experience, being with everybody from every level as an organization and kind of getting to pick brains from every side?
Oh yeah, it is nice. I mean, last night actually the big league guys are down here, and we actually had a nice little roundtable discussion. We had a question and answer about things we wanted them to answer, how they got to the big leagues, how they stuck in the big leagues, what their biggest challenges were. So you definitely learn from the older guys. At the same time, I'm not really as advanced or as high up as other people in the organization, but I feel like I can still talk to the younger guys and let them know, this helped me when I was coming through the systems. So it definitely is nice to be able to do that and just to be outside. I mean, it might be a little chilly to some guys, but it's snowing back home in Columbus, so I'm feeling pretty happy being outside and being able to work out here.
I was going to say, I got a chill right now, but it's windy. Other than that, it's doing all right. Eric Fryer, appreciate the time, and hopefully we don't see you this year.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.